1111 family. How are you all doing? We are going to be talking about the surviving roommates. And when you look at the PCA, it discusses that Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Funk, the survivors, were texting during the murders. And I'm like,
1111 family.
there's our sound check.
How are you all doing?
And if DM and BF are texting during the murders, I really want to understand the energy exchange between those girls. I don't know what we'll find out. I don't guarantee anything. Everything here is just my interpretation of the tarot cards and the messages from my own spirit guides. And I encourage you, do your own research, form your own opinion. I am not sharing fact at this moment. I am sharing my perception, my opinion. So you may have a different opinion, and you may see things in the cards that are clues to you. So pay close attention, because I don't catch it all. And no, I have not been drinking. I have had extreme dental work, and so I am in speech therapy, and they said it could take a year. So, hello, Carol. Hi, Carol Elementary, BCM, Kim House, writing solo, and everyone. And hello to all my beautiful mods. Let's see, we've got Joyful and Paz and anybody else. Let's see. Well, thank you all for joining me. So what we're going to do is we're going to take down the little thumbnail, and let's get our other camera up. Boom, we have our book. All right, my lovely Luz, with that, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see if there's any way I could do this a little bit differently and not have to sit way to the side. How about that? Does that work for you guys? All right, let me see. Probably, let's see, where can I put it? All right, just making sure I've got all my ducks in a row. So we're going to start off with, now so you guys can't see me shuffle. All right, all these new OBS little tricks here. I'm not used to all the buttons. I appreciate the high tech that my son has brought in, but I am learning. So I'm always a work in progress here. Welcome to 1111 Tarot. This is going to be an energy reading on Bethany Funk and Dylan Mortensen and the texting communication between the two. I encourage you to stay after the reading for us to go to Topside, where we chit chat with those that are live, and you put your input in, and I'll read out your comments to everybody. We can have a little true crime talk. All right, with that, let's get going. Let's see. I think I have to be over in this position. Oh, sorry, y'all. All right, let's see. Where am I best suited? Right here. You're going to really hear me shuffling it because it's right by the mic. I don't know what I'm doing with this new tech. DM Bethany F, communication. This is a major arcana. I've taken out the minors and the court cards so I get the strongest energy. What was this messaging between the two surviving roommates? We normally get one. We have four cards down, and we have the wheel. So this wheel is about some movement forward. When the wheel turns, it's a significant life-altering change. It's something that was stagnant in energy changes. So their conversation was about something that was life-changing. They were aware of something major. Now let's see what we got. Now, I'm not going to take these in reverse. I don't even know how to interpret this really in the bigger picture, but I'll give you each individual card, and then I'm going to let you try to understand it, but I'm going to let the other cards, as we get into the reading, kind of guide me more as to exactly what this means, because it is definitely pieces to the puzzle. I'm just not sure this early in the read how these pieces are meant to fall together. So we have the World card with the wheel. The World card is travel, movement. It's also, you get the wheel, then you get the world. So in traditional tarot, the Wheel of Fortune has 4 icons in the corners, and they're all holding books open, which means lessons are being learned. When you get the World card, which is a last major arcana, all the 4 icons are in the corner of that card as well, and they're holding books as well, the same books, but the books are closed because the lesson is done. So what I'm seeing is a life lesson, and I don't know what that means, but it says on here, darkness into darkness, the key to all mysteries. And it's the one that knoweth, that doesn't say anything. It's the high priestess, and she keeps her mouth shut, but she knows. And that's the meaning of this tarot card. It is a higher knowing. It is knowing the real story. And that's what the girls are getting. It gets better. Just wait. We then are followed by the Temperance card. This is not working together well. This is something that takes a long time to mix, and just like oil and water, it does not commingle well. It's turning one thing into something different. It is a struggle and a strife. It is Archangel Michael's card. And it is Sagittarius as well. And I find that to be very interesting, that this is something that didn't work well with the High Priestess. So it's about work, is what's coming out intuitively, is work. I hope I'm still on camera. Clayton, can you help me with Gretch? She wants in your room, darling. The Fool card. So when you see the Fool card, this is a new beginning. And having the wheel and having the world and then getting the Fool card, a brand new beginning. I'm just going to leave it there, and we're going to keep going. Where did I put that little, I have a little paper clip somewhere. Oh, I hope the boys didn't get it. I'll be so mad at them if they did. They've learned to get up on the desk and clean things as theirs. All right. Let's go ahead and continue. We're going to switch decks, and I am going to go with the True Crime deck. Now, you may have this deck if you were lucky enough to get it while it was available. This is the 1111 True Crime deck. It is our signature deck. Let's see, where am I shuffling again? Right here. You gotta learn all these little boops and whistles, right? Okay, let's see what comes out. Ascended Masters message. Ascended Masters message. Bethany and DM. What were they messaging? What was this messaging energy? And thank you. Okay. This is interesting. So the first thing that is being given to me is this Toxic card. And let me see if I can get it on screen for you. So there's something that's really, really toxic, and says ended. It's a toxic ending that they're talking about. So if it's going on during the murders, why am I getting a toxic ending? And then, check this out. Are you ready for this? The dude has a damn knife. I kid you not. It says thief, stolen, robbed, or taken. He's got a knife. So if Bethany's got exculpatory evidence, is it an affidavit of seeing the dude? Friday, we're going to do a reading. And it's going to be the most serious read I could possibly do. But before we do that reading, I'm going to show you some things as to why I'm doing the reading that I am. And I'm going to show you a lot of information that may or may not connect things in a way that will make us look at this case completely different. So this is a prelude to that. I needed to know what the girls talked about before, not before, but to apply it with that information for Friday's read. Now, it may happen Wednesday. I don't know how quick I'll get the actual links and all this stuff together to be able to present it in a digestible, clean manner. It's pretty straightforward. It's right in front of our face. All right, let's see. I want a different deck. I'm feeling drawn to a completely different deck. We're going to go with the word deck. So this is just filled with all kinds of words. Let me see this. I want to stay here with the ancestors. I missed something. I can feel it. I knew I did. There we go. Alright, it says hide on the bottom of the deck. Let's see. I feel like they were hiding in plain sight. Kind of one of those things. Let me understand what information the ancestors, I know it says ascended masters, but I've already done that. So the ancestors know I'm all over the place. Cut. So the ancestors are showing me they know exactly what I'm talking about. Cut. All right. Yes. They're with me. Where is it? There it is. All right. So I almost have to face away from you, which is weird. Hide came back out. Accident and grandma. Now, grandma is a very weird one. Grandma. I don't think that is literally someone's grandma, but could be. This grandmotherly energy. Could be lineage, meaning family. Hide. And I know it wasn't an accident, but there's something about an accident. And what comes to mind is the car over in Oregon. So I don't know if that means anything. I'm going to leave it right there. All right. Let's get into the tarot and really understand these energies a lot better. Now, before I start, I'm going to do something I don't normally do, but I need to do it in order for me to make sure that I am clearly understanding this specific message. If I get the Knight of Sword or the King of Sword, in this scenario, I will be interpreting them as law enforcement. Now, that does not mean law enforcement did anything wrong. This is just me reading cards I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. This is my opinion and nothing more. Show me this current situation. Why were they texting? Why were they texting? Give me the why, the current situation, why DM and BF was texting, and thank you. Well, I have the Queen of Swords, so this is a truth whistleblower. And if I am to follow through and oh, Farku, thank you for being a 5-month member. Thank you. If I am to follow the story, the Queen of Swords is the whistleblower. They were texting each other about Maddie. So we're going to ask if I'm right. Show me if I am correct, if this Queen of Swords is about Maddie, the whistleblower. Show me if... Where is it? It's a yes. It's a hard yes, because this is the 10 of Cups. And it's the happiest card in the deck. It's emotional satisfaction. And it's a 1000% yes. So I'm starting to understand the players in the cards in the court, right? The Queen of Swords is the whistleblower, Maddie. So they're texting something about Maddie. About the whistleblowing. So what? We have blockage. We're going to be jumping around. We're not doing this linear. What blocked the 2 surviving roommates from calling 911 or the law enforcement? Why wouldn't you call the cops? Isn't that a good question? Have you ever really thought about, like, if something really, really bad happened and you didn't call the cops, what your reason would be? Let's see what the blockage is. Remember, I'm looking for the King of Swords. I'm looking for the Knight of Swords as law enforcement for any of these answers in order for me to understand Friday's reading. All right. So the reason that the girls did not call 911 or law enforcement had to do with everything. Everything. Like, this was everything important to them. They valued something and they couldn't risk it. It was the everything. They could not risk calling. They could not risk this 10 of Pentacles, right? To report. Quentin, can you help me with Gretch, please? I'm very busy. Quentin, can you please help me with Gretchen? We're very busy. Thank you. I appreciate your help. So we go from the reason why they couldn't call had to do with everything. This is the 10 of Pentacles. He's coming. He's saving our life. And we have the 4 of Swords, which means laid to rest. And in this case, it's 4. And we have 4 murders. So this is everything about this murder. And again, they have the High Priestess. All right. Let's continue. So this King of Wands, I've always said, is this little drug dealer on speed dial. But they can also be the entrepreneurial energy. Somebody that takes charge, that's passionate, that They can be very, they have a lot of power. They have a lot of power. So, somebody had power over them with this King of Wands, not to report the Four of Swords, the deaths, and they held something over these girls not to call. So there's some reason specifically that they were not to call, according to the cards. But I'm just a tarot reader on television. Influence. Here we go. What influenced what was the influence that made the impression in front of Dylan's alleged bedroom? The bloody shoe print. What was the influence of that? How'd that get there? What influenced it? You can feel the energy. Well, that's interesting. We have the Five of Wands, which is like chaos. Absolute communication chaos. Conflict and chaos. But nobody's hurting each other. It's almost as if it happened after the murders. This is a scuffle, but it's all like not a fight, but more or less everybody trying to do something. And I can imagine, but why was it cleaned up? I don't know. It is within the home. This is a scuffle within the home. The Hermit is about the home. And then it was cleaned up because it was regretful. They didn't mean to get that there. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling after the fact. That could be why defense isn't that focused on it. But if somebody cleaned it up, why is defense not all over that? That's tampered evidence. Just saying. Maybe they will be. The root cause for Bethany and Dylan to be texting. Where am I? Right here. Why were the girls texting during the murder? Allegedly during the murder. Why was Bethany and Dylan texting? Show me that, please. I think we got a whole story. And this one, watch replay. It jumps into my hand. It's like, here you go. Somebody block Tom. If he's going to say something like that. The moon. It's a shady little deal. It's something went down in the dark. I hate when I get the moon card when I'm asking a question because that means unknown. Means you're not going to know now. It'll be revealed, but not right now. But we also got this Ace of Cup. Now remember, if we get trolled, we're getting hot. The more trolls you have, the more you're getting close to the truth. Ace of Cups, self-cup of love. Over a stinky offer with 2 pages. How interesting. These are 2 college kids. 2 college boys here. Or 2 rookies. However you want to see it. We've got the Page of Wands and we have the Page of Cups. Somebody that's phallic with the Page of Wands. And somebody that's got a stinky ass offer. Trying to take their own self-cup of love. at night under the moonlight. That's the root cause. Aw, Barq. Thank you for that snooper chat, darling. Don't mention clowns. I feel you. Okay, Gretchen, please stop. Past influence. All right. So something triggered these girls to be texting each other. And just so you know, she is whining because she wants to go up the stairs and she's not allowed up there. Has nothing to do with she's hurt or anything. Quentin, can you take her in your room, please? All right. Past influence. Here we go. Four of Wands. 4 Wands. 11 card. Some destined event. It's a party. It's almost like the party at Sigma Chi. The root cause, right? You can see what appears to be the buildings. It looks like a school. All right. Near future. This is always a little tricky. Now, with it being a little in tarot can be a time machine. We're going forward, we're going backward, we're reading energies. And the near future is at the time before the murder. I want to understand how much Bethany and Dylan knew moving forward in the near future. According to the PCA, they fell asleep. They knew that the victims fell asleep around 4 a.m. So they must have been awake to know that. But then they claim at 4 a.m. that, and I got this off of Harsh, by the way. Hats off, Harsh. Great job. They claim at 4 a.m. that they were woken. So how can they be awake at 4 o'clock and know that everybody's going to sleep, but also... So let me understand this near future. Everybody's got home. Everybody's in bed. What did the girls know? What did Dylan and Bethany know about that night before it happened? What did they know before it happened? Before the murders took place? Bethany, I said Bethany. Dylan and Bethany are now Bethany. Is that a Freudian slip? Here we go. What do the girls know about the murders? Aw, 10 months, Carolyn. Aw, she says the only place if you want the truth. You can get the truth on other channels too. Here we go. What was this? The near future. What did the girls know about what was about to take place? They knew it. They knew shit was going to go down that would be life-changing. That shit was going to go down to the foundation. And that it's bad. They knew the shit was about to hit the fan. The tower. Let's see what else. They knew about knives being stabbed through the heart. They knew ahead of time that there was betrayal on the table. According to the cards. And finally, they knew about a plan. This is a plan. They knew it all. They had the high priestess. Your perception. Do DM or BF know of anything that law enforcement did allegedly at the time? Do Bethany and Dylan know anything about law enforcement committing the crime? I'm just asking, because they know it all. Aces are always yes. We'll see what we get. Did this have anything to do with law enforcement? We have not a yes or no. It's a new perspective that we're about to be given. And there's a card on the floor. I don't know what it is. Pisces energy. We have the Seer. We have the Seer. So, we're going to find out what this means. Give me another clue card for the Queen of Cups, the Witness, with the new perspective. What is this? Alright, so I just had to see the story. This is so bizarre. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I'd like to know who she is. We have putting the burdens down. And justice. I gotta ask. Here we go. I think I'm seeing this from a new perspective. The Seer needs to get a new perspective. Let me get a different deck. I want to ask this and I need to know the answer. Action needed. Hold on. We may have something. I gotta feel the deck out first. What do I feel? Alright, this is the deck I feel like I should use. Is Bethany behind closed doors working with the defense? Is Bethany behind closed doors working with the defense? What is that? Why do I have a card up? It says strength under protection. So I do have that Bethany is under protection. I reviewed the last reading I did on her and she knew everything. And she knows it again. And I'm starting to feel that she might be the big witness here. Is it for the defense? Is she going to show up for the defense? Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Aces are yes. That would be indeed. And I feel like it's for the defense. So, the outcome of what the girls knew. Did it have anything to do with college students? Justice card came out, which is a yes. A very firm yes. It's also the revenge card. for someone. Did it have anything to do with what Bethany knows? Does it have anything to do with Sigma Chi? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Yes. Had to do with the relationship as well. The Two of Cups. This is a strong yes. And it tells me that it's about revenge, about a relationship. And it's both major. Well, no. The Two of Cups is a minor. But it's major energy. I don't know if that made any sense. I'm just going to ask a question. I can't say it out loud. I need to just see the answer. The Death card. And the High Priestess. I was basically asking about Dirty South. And downtown, the two I feel were the ones fighting with Ethan and Santa, and maybe even Bethany seen that. I was asking about their involvement in the death of these 4 innocent people, and I got the Death card, and I got the High Priestess. Just saying. All right. That is the reading that I have for you today. And I would ask that if you feel like supporting our community here at 1111 Tarot, hit that like, subscribe, or share, right? It's greatly appreciated. Anytime you support me, the channel, or your 1111 family, it means the world to all of us. So, if this is where you lead me, I appreciate your time, and until I read for you again. All right, you guys, what did you feel? Wow, I don't know. It's like getting like, it's telling me the story. Aw, Bark, you just gifted 5 memberships. Gemini 65, Colleen, Patricia Parker, Sassafras, and Linda Sue. Let's see, I have a new member. Where is it, you guys? Bear with me, new member. Welcome, all our beautiful starlights. Thank you, Bark, you so incredibly much. That was so kind of you. Nicola Moody says, you go, sweet girl. Mama D. You guys are so cool. Trip Kaiser says, thank you, RG. That was great. It's shocking to me. It's shocking, like, this stuff is like... Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah, we're okay. So Friday, you guys, I'm going to tell you, it might be Wednesday. It'll either be Wednesday or Friday. I have a lot going on Tuesday and Thursday, so it shouldn't be those days. But if I can get all the research done, I will present it Wednesday. But I have stumbled into a rabbit hole. And it doesn't mean it's the right direction, but it's definitely something I need to look at. And I want to take you along the trip. It's a little conspiracy theory here. I guess you could call it that, because it would involve multiple people. And that means conspiracy. And so it's my own theory. But I started drawing some information together, and I started like checking it. Oops, sorry, I keep hitting the mic. I literally went and checked it, and I'm like, oh my God. And then I checked this, and I'm like, it matches. Oh my God. So then I looked something else up, and I'm like, and that matches too? Are you kidding me? So Friday or Wednesday, depending on how soon I get my ducks in a row, I want to present to you the links and show you what kind of comes to my mind. And like I said, it's definitely going to make you go, whoa. Even if you're not sure, like I'm not sure where to go with it, it's still a moment to go, how many coincidences are we really going to have in this case? Dog Mom, aw, thank you for that snooper chat. And I appreciate that when you guys are so loving like that. It means the world to me. It really does. Kim Hell says, why have they all left town, state, and the country? That's a good question. Pammy gifted 5 memberships. Aw, you guys, thank you. So we've got the new members up. All right. Welcome, Jujubees, Welsh Lady, Dream Suburb, Graham Wilson, and Buck Cherry Lover. Welcome back to you. Thank you all so much for being a starlight with us. And thank you, Pam. Thank you, FarQ. And thank you, Doc Mom. You guys are so kind, truly. Oh, wow. Okay. So, I've just got to leave you with this. So, in the members, Robin Ducksworth nailed this. And she was like, because I was like, all this stuff kept coming to mind. And it's only a little piece of the puzzle that I'm going to share. But get ready, because it's a wild one. Like, hang on for the ride. But I'm like, when would I describe somebody clad in black? Thank you, sweetheart. When would I ever describe somebody all black? I have a circus in my house. Everybody's fine. And then I was like, the Banfield incident all played out in my head, and I'm like, oh yeah. And then I was like, oh, and then the Brent Kopacka thing, and then this, and this, and I was like, and then, somebody saying, I'm here to help you, and I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. And so I was already, like, my mind was exploding. And I'm like, holy shit, Batman. So, like I said, I started Googling. And I didn't just Google, like, Reddit, Facebook. No. I went to, like, verified sites. And I'm like, I'll be damn. And I barely scraped the surface. But see, when I decide to dig into something, it's like God says, here's some stuff to look at. So I want you to make sure you do replay on Friday if you miss a live. I really want you there for it. And like I said, if I get my ducks in a row, which maybe I will, because I'm a Gemini, I have a hard time sitting on anything that I feel needs to be exposed. Sebby BK says, I am so ready for this rabbit hole. Frognado, it's not a tease. It's to get your mind thinking. I'm giving you clues. I'm not teasing. I'm not clickbaiting. I'm very nervous about this, actually. I'm asking you, if you were to describe somebody, and you were like, well, they were clad all in black, who would you be describing? Really think about that. And then hearing that I'm here to help you. That sounds like it matches the same description. And it all connects so neat and tidy. And I'm like, oh my God. See, Joe? Thank you. It says they never showed Brent Kopaka's body. Why? Frognado is very excited for Friday. Just Tease says they're to help BY telling Dylan to lock herself in. That's interesting. I'm here to help you. Lock yourself in your room. You'll be all right. Oh, by the way, I watched Crime Circus today. I love you, Drip Drop. And he was talking about how the sheath is made to go on the belt. And he painted a visual. And he was like, is he all ding-a-lingy running around with the sheath in his hand? You guys, that's a very valid question Drip Drop has. That sheath is not meant to be loose, ever. There's not a idiot alive that is going to come in holding the sheath in one hand and try to kill 6 people with a knife in this hand. Not going to happen. So, what happened to the belt that was holding the knife sheath? And is the knife sheath an actual red herring where it doesn't even match the weapon? Because we don't know what kind of weapon was really used. They say K-bar. Yeah, because you're comparing it to a sheath. You're like, that fits in that sheath. But what if that was just thrown in the mix by the killer? Just saying. Yeah, today was exceptional, Drip Drop. Very good. I always thought Kopaka is in PC. All right, my lovelies. Oh, that's a good question, Lorraine. Why would anyone take the time to remove their belt to take off the sheath before unaliving 4 victims? You wouldn't even bring the sheath. In my opinion, you might just keep from cutting yourself because God knows that's going to be damn sharp. But yeah, wouldn't you wear that sheath all buckled into your belt, fastened and all that good stuff? Kim Westby says, maybe you should use the dowsing rod. You get lots more answers, Mama D. Savvy DK said, the Boundfield undercover. That is weird I said that. She says, the Banfield undercover cop was clad all in black with a flashlight. What's an undercover cop? Undercover cops do not wear all black clad like that. Those are unmarked cops. There's a huge difference. Undercover will look like one of the little thugs running across the Banfield. I'm sorry, did I say thugs? I meant brat boys. Just saying. Undercover would have been in disguise, looking like your average dude in trouble. That's undercover. Unmarked. Now you guys are thinking, and you're starting to realize I'm not teasing. I'm waking your brain, and I'm giving you time, and I'm going to try my best to wait till Friday. And I want you guys to really think about that. Really think about that. The timing. Who's clad in black? Who would say I'm here to help you? Who would say all that? All right. On that note, I gotta go tend to my Gretchen before Quentin pulls all his long, beautiful hair out, because you can hear him. He's like, I don't know what to do, Mom. Yeah. So, I love you guys. She just gets so jealous and wants snugs the whole time. I love you guys. To the moon and back until I read you again. Pay attention Wednesday. I do have some shorts coming out tomorrow. I'm actually going to break stride a little bit. It's going to be about Brian Laundrie. You don't want to miss that one.